Never judge a person by his or her appearance. Some people are a soft schoolgirl on the surface, but behind the scenes, they are a top killer. In the restaurant, a rich young man is looking up and down at the girl, thinking that this is the prey of the night. The rich guy soon started to attack. He found out that the girl had just moved to the town, did not have any friends, so he asked the girl to play games with him. Who can refuse a handsome man's request? The girl puts on her lipstick, put on a gorgeous dress. On time for the appointment, she instantly stunned the rich guy and his 3 other friends. They enthusiastically invited the girl to get in the passenger seat. As the car traveled further and further, they came deeper into the forest, in the jungle, where there were no people. The girl was a bit scared, but the rich boy reassured her. There were other girls who would come. They were sitting on a rickety old couch. The girl was bored, so she took out a bottle of wine to cheer her up. The other 3 drank without precaution. After all, the girl in front of them was to them purely a little white rabbit. No need to be on guard at all. But the rich young man is extraordinarily cautious, so did not drink the girl's wine. Then they started to play a game of truth or dare game. At first, the game was normal. The rich boy drew the truth. The girl asked him what was the most cruel thing he had ever done. The rich boy told her with some sadness. Back then, he and his father hunted rabbits, but at the last moment but let the rabbit live. The crowd was a little confused. How can this be called cruel? The rich boy replied, the rabbit could have died painlessly, but now that he had let it go, it will probably be starved to death, or even eaten by wolves. That's why killing the rabbit is merciful. The game continues, but after 2 or 3 rounds, the girl had already drawn twice for dare. The rich man smiled with satisfaction. The girl pretended to be upset. The rich guy tied her hands with a belt. In the next round, the girl was unable to draw lots. She had to ask the rich guy next to her to help her. From the bag, the rich guy took out a sign that said death. The girl saw the sign. She knew what was coming was coming. She panicked, wanted to stop the game, asking them to help get the belt off. And that's when they finally showed their true faces. They were grimacing, giving the girl 5 minutes to escape. When the time was up, then they would go hunting. If they catch the girl will be torn apart by them. Run, little rabbit, hurry. The girl ran for her life. She ran where they couldn't see her, changing her fear from before, unbuckling her belt in a flash, drying her tears with a stern face. From prey to hunter in an instant. Yes, in this hunting game, the girl is the real hunter, and the rich kids are just the high-end prey. Oh, he can't wait. This girl is very talented. At a young age, she showed a great talent as a killer. She was spotted by a top assassin. She was brought back to the base and trained for 10 years. The killer teacher took her to eliminate the scum of society one after another. Her target this time is the 4 rich kids in the town, the F4 for short. The F4 are 4 strong men. They are young and handsome. They attract many girls. They hunt in bars, taking their targets into the woods every time. Let the target girl escape first, then they go to catch her. Once caught, the target girl will only die. In order to successfully kill the F4, the girl and the killer teacher had made a lot of preparations in advance. The killer teacher tied her to the operating table, feed her the drug that makes people see their inner fear. After passing this test, the girl went to the appointment alone. She and the F4 went deep into the forest. The girl disguises her panic. She runs deep into the forest. F4 saw her running away, immediately could not stay. The first man looked for the girl with an axe, but what they didn't know was the girl had already put the drug in the wine. This kind of ecstasy is very special. It makes each person see their worst fears. Soon, the drug started to take effect. The first man was afraid of the panda man. As a result, he really saw 2 panda heads walking towards him. The man panicked, picked up the axe and slashed. The girl took the opportunity to grab his axe, directly gave him a fatal blow. Then the girl found the second man, and his greatest fear was a group of robbers, because when he was a child, he had been severely tortured by robbers. Looking at the robbers in front of him, the man couldn't help himself. He began to shout out loudly for his mother. At that moment, the girl suddenly appeared. An electric cannon knocked down the man. Then she picked up a stone. Now there are 2 more prey left. The third man was most afraid of being betrayed by his girlfriend, and what he fears comes back to haunt him. His worst fears. In a fantasy world, it all comes true. He grabbed his girlfriend by the throat, but the reality was that the girl was choking him. Within a few minutes, The scum got their lunch. Now only the rich kid is left. 4 guys in pursuit of excitement. They found a girl to play a hunting game. Unexpectedly, the girl is a top killer. Kill them one by one. Now only the rich boy is left. But the rich boy also found something unusual. He found the body of his companion, then followed the location of the body, and found the lake. And the girl had been waiting for him here for a long time. Now the scum was in front of him, but the girl did not dare to fight. Because of the 4 people, he was the only one who hadn't drunk the LSD. In order to make the girl lower her guard, he also tried to play the emotion card, invite the girl to get married, and then go do these things together. Listen to this. Of course the girl refused his invitation. Cannot say together. The rich boy directly to war. The two began to fight in the flesh. Due to excessive physical exertion before, the girl was beaten by the rich guy without the ability to fight back. The critical moment. The girl remembered her coach's technique. The surprise choke technique. She jumped behind the rich guy. She jumped behind him and strangled him. She didn't let go of him as long as he was still breathing. Finally, the girl subdued him. He passed out. The girl was very tired. She picked up the wine she hadn't finished drinking. She poured it into the rich boy's mouth. Then she put him on the head rack again. The girl looked at the sober man, calmly said, "Let's play a game. The name of the game is to ask you for one thing." The rich guy said, "You can have anything you want." But the girl said, "Your life. Don't do this." As the ecstasy gradually took effect, the rich guy seemed to see those girls he had killed before. These girls were coming towards him. The rich boy was so scared that he cried out for them to leave. But it was too late. In a blur, the rich boy saw a girl come to him. She pushed him gently. The next second, his feet fell uncontrollably, finally hanged on the rope. At this point, the F4 are dead. The girl finished the mission, together with the killer teacher, to run to the next mission site. So do not just look at the appearance. Maybe the one in your family is a master of hiding for many years.